Biggie and I knew that a celebrity had passed out at Starbucks, I believe. And Chris Demm said, was it so-and-so? And we said, no, he's not that big a celebrity. So then we started playing Celebrity High-Low.
Yeah, I'm surprised this hasn't caught on across the radio dial because, there's a lot of imitators in the radio game. Everybody steals from everybody.
We're thinking about stealing a game, code words you use for sex. And some of those were really good. What was it like?
Well, some of them were kind of tame.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to build a snowman?
Right.
How do you say, let's have sex without really saying it? Maybe in front of the kids.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to build a snowman? We used to.
Some are a little more crass, I thought. Mash the gooch.
Yeah, that's a little bit much. You want to go mash the gooch?
Is the old hide the salami still on there?
That did not make the list, but that's I remember that from my teen years.
Yeah. We're gonna play. You want to play hide the salami? What? You want to go mash the gooch? That's a little.
That's a little much. I feel
on
like
the nose.
A little crass.
A little bit much. A little crass. Exactly. What did we used to say? It was like, was it boogie time or party time? Something like that. Boogie time. Oh, you want to go? We used to say you want to take me to Funky Town. That's what we used to say. You want to go down to Funky Town? It was, occasionally she'd text me and say, "You want to go to Funky Town?"
The wife?
Yeah, once in a moon. She's come on home. Let's go to Funky Town. It's years ago.
Wow,
years ago now.
Actual sex.
Long time ago. Yeah, I guess that it would be considered a sext, wouldn't it? No videos, no pictures or anything.
I overheard the most crass thing I've ever heard in my entire life the other day, out of the mouth of a woman. And it involves sex. I can't even say it. I'm going to type it to you.
All right, type it to me.
I'm going to type it to you.
I'll give you the situation.
I'll give you the situation. I was coming in back from my trip, so I was dragging my luggage and stuff in.
Your apartment building?
In my apartment building. And this young couple had walked past me. They were coming from the pool. And I stopped at my mailbox to check my mail. Well, they went on and were waiting for the elevator. And they were discussing what they were going to have for dinner. And she has a favorite dish, chicken piccata.
All right.
And what she said, because I guess she didn't think or didn't care that anyone else was around, and I'm going to type this to you. It is literally made me go, oh.
About chicken piccata.
When I heard it, yeah.
All right, well, you type it. Let me ask you, is it more crass than this? This is from that Woody Allen movie that Chris Demm and I like so much. The Crimes and Misdemeanors that this is from.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know the scene.
Woody Allen's sister was talking to him about a blind date she had been on.
He got on top of me and
what?
I can't say it. I can't say it.
What? Tell me, what's so terrible?
He sat over me and went to the bathroom.
Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh my God, that's the worst thing I ever heard in my life.
Then he took his clothes and left.
Oh, God. That's awful.
Poor woman.
That is awful. Look what happened to her. And then Woody Allen in the movie goes back and tells his wife what his sister just told him.
A strange man defecated on my sister.
Why?
Is there any reason I could give you that would answer that satisfactorily?
Biggie's just typed to me this chicken piccata line. Oh my God, it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Now, I've not seen it. It's too Biggie's keyboard is too far away from me. Does it have any? Wasn't there one of the tabloidy television talk shows? I can't remember if it was Springer or Maury, but didn't one of them have a woman who had chicken tetrazzini?
Yeah, she had.
Her man was getting chicken tetrazzini somewhere else.
Yes,
that was
exactly.
code for something else.
That was for sex, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah,
or she thought it. She thought it was.
It was on Maury.
So you ain't going over there for chicken tetrazzini.
Yeah, it was on Maury. We had the clip.
When me and Paul first got together, Dominique couldn't stand Paul. But now she coming to my house, cooking them chicken tetrazzini. Our pie talks about it's her cooking. What is it? Do he want her and the chicken tetrazzini? Dominique cooked Paul chicken tetrazzini.
You think he has won him over with chicken tetrazzini?
I don't know what she do with the chicken tetrazzini, but Paul love it. Paul love it. Dominique can cook, but I know she's seducing my man with a chicken tetrazzini.
That's right.
Boom.
That's a very good point.
So we've gone from tetrazzini to piccata in one generation.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to text Chris Demm.
Oh, text it to Dave too, but with no
no context.
Yeah. Don't fill him in on anything. Just add him to the text.
He's not listening.
He never listens.
No.
Of course not. Okay. I'll text Dave as well and just see what he says when he goes.
And she said that out loud. And I couldn't. I was, ugh. It is the worst thing. And you know what I started? I started Chris Kellying it. I'm dragging my luggage through the hallway. I'm like, that's somebody's daughter. Imagine if your father heard you say that about chicken piccata.
I just hear the words and I'm soaked. Oh, it's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's the worst I've ever heard in my life.
It was.
Good
and it will
Lord.
be.
That's horrible. Big Tex, you're talking about code words for sex. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kelly. Me and my wife, we have a code word. It's called ice cream. And the reason how that came about is she takes Mirapex for restless leg syndrome. Mm-hmm. And one of the side effects for restless leg is she has a strong sexual desire, often.
Really?
I mean, she's hornier. Yeah, she's hornier than a two-peckered belly goat.
Really?
But, So let's slip your wife some Mirapex and see what happens.
All right.
But
yeah,
man, I tell you, it was like I can't keep up. I said we have a couple ice cream scoops down in the kitchen. So yeah, so I grabbed one of the ice cream scoops, and so that's my pinch hitter for me.
Oh my God! That's the worst thing I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, we don't use the ice cream. You know, we use one, but we use the other one upstairs.
Right.
And one day she called me. One day she was laughing. She goes, "I'm embarrassed." We have some cleaning ladies that come in every other week, and she's like, "Guess what? The bedroom was made up." The ladies came in and they do the upstairs first, and she goes, when I went upstairs to do my work, the ice cream scoop was laying on the middle of the bed.
Oh my
They found
God.
it in the sheets.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
This is yours, madam.
Yes, I was enjoying some ice cream in bed. Right out of the carton.
Thank you, Big Tex.
A lot going on in that call.
Restless leg.
Jimmy Leg.
Leg got the medication.
The horny goat.
Two-peckered billy goat. I mean, he just kept on.
Yeah,
Ice cream scoops on the bed.
There were so many times we were ready to axe him, and yet he just kept on. Yes. Well, you know that time I was over at Salsaritas reading the sex that guy was.
That's right.
You were just reading over the guy in line in front of you's shoulder.
Which that's probably an invasion, but he was a lot shorter than I was, and he was texting, so I thought, let me just look at what he's texting, and he was writing the most foul things to whatever woman while he was ordering burritos.
Black beans. Sour cream.
Yeah.
More
That's
cheese.
extra.
And he was typing, I can't wait to see your big T's so I can see on your T's and all. I mean, it was just, and I just kept on reading like, oh my God.
I want chips and salsa too.
And then she wrote back, oh yeah, Big Daddy, I want your big hard bum. And I just
Mild.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Well, that code for sex is not the game we're playing. That is not the game.
Celebrity high-low.
Celebrity high-low. We have a celebrity. First of all, you may be able to identify him by the voice. I don't know.
So it's a male.
It is a male.
You know, I always open with Beyonce.
Right. Lower. Lower. Don't you think? Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But Beyonce is one of the top 5 or 10 stars in the world, I would say. So lower than that. But this person just had a birthday, turned 64. So he went onto his social media and sang the Beatles song.
When I get older, losing my head, many years from now, would you still be sending me Valentine? Sunday morning bottle of wine. Would you still meet me? Would you still greet me when I'm 64?
Now, can Chris Demm guess the celebrity? You might be able to just get it. Now, if not, we'll do a little celebrity high-low here.
No.
You don't know it.
It sounds like it's kind of in my... Mm-hmm. It sounds like the person can play the ukulele.
Okay. He is 64. We know it's a 64-year-old
64,
male.
so roughly in my age bracket.
Right, yeah.
I think Dave Matthews is a little younger, but I'll start with Dave Matthews.
I think he's a bigger celebrity than Dave Matthews, but I bet Biggie may disagree.
I'd say lower.
You say lower than Dave Matthews?
I would now.
For a time, though, white hot. I mean, there was a time. I know him better.
Dave was, or mystery celebrity?
Mystery celebrity at one point was huge.
But I will say this. I think if you held up a picture of the two, more people would know him.
The mystery celebrity.
Than Dave Matthews.
I do too. Okay. I think I'm going to say higher than Dave Matthews. I know him a lot better than Dave Matthews. Yeah. Yes. All right. But that's a good guess. I mean, similar.
Okay. Well, that didn't give me a whole lot to work with.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. You really hit a tie right on the head there.
Yeah, it was very close. But I'm going to say bigger slightly.
Rob Lowe.
Oh, golly. I think
I'd say lower.
Lower than Rob Lowe. Barely, though. I mean, barely lower than Rob Lowe.
Steve Carell.
Lower. At this point. But at one point, at one point. There was a point in time where this guy may have been one of the top 10 celebrities in America.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say? I mean, at that one time.
I feel like it.
For that one.
Dana Carvey.
I think he's higher than Dana Carvey.
Yeah, I'd say that. And people would know this person still.
Definitely.
Yeah.
When you say the name, I mean, it's a household name.
Yeah.
No question about it. Yeah. Everybody, most everybody would know. Especially somebody my age. This guy had a huge hit movie that made him an enormous celebrity. And I was, at my age.
Swayze's gone.
It's not Swayze, obviously, no. But
Sheen, one of the Sheens.
No.
Emilio and or Charlie.
No, I think he's bigger than Emilio and maybe less than Charlie. Yeah. Do you think? But since Charlie had the
maybe equal to Charlie.
Yeah, maybe equal to Charlie. All right, we'll give you one more guess, and then we'll reveal.
You're all around it, though.
You are. Yeah. You're all over it. Yeah, the clue is he had a huge movie in the early 80s that made him an enormous star. Big breakthrough. He had done.
It's not down because he's continued. He has staying power.
This guy had done a few movies before, but then in the early 80s, he had one that it's like, oh yeah, he's an enormous star. And then he had a lot of movies after that.
Okay.
But there's one that really stands out.
I'm trying to think of all those Brat Packers.
Well, he's not a Brat Packer. He's not. He's a little. I think he's a little bit older than the Brat Packers. Yeah. This movie.
It's okay.
I'm going to say this movie is like 82 is my guess when it was an enormous hit.
Well, it ain't Cruise.
Oh, lower than Cruise.
Ain't Cruise.
Lower than Cruise for sure. Did you? Man, I got a bone to pick with Mickey Rourke about something he said about Tom Cruise. Man,
is it Mickey Rourke?
It's not Mickey Rourke. This guy's bigger
Mystery
than Mickey. Mickey Rourke is dead to me. I'll say that. The celebrity is Kevin Bacon.
Bacon.
He had Footloose in here, and he's just turned 64 years old.
And we're all around it, though.
Yeah, he's a musician on the side, right?
Yes, he is. He plays this. He's playing to his goats. He does that now. He plays ukulele to his goats. Has a goat farm. He's married to Kira Sedgwick.
But he and his brothers have a band.
Yes, they do. That's right. And happy birthday.
Would you still meet me? Would you still greet me when I'm 64?
Kevin Bacon. Yeah, and he. Now, so how old was he when he did Footloose? Now, that was 40 years ago, so he was 24 when he did Footloose playing 18. Wow. Dang, that'll make you feel old.